while most American families watch with resignation as their heating bills skyrocket each winter. Around 360,000 people belonging to Amish communities have perfected methods to keep warm without relying on conventional heating systems. What's truly astounding is that they achieve comfort in large living spacious areas that would intimidate the average homeowner's wallet. If they can maintain their spacious homes at pleasant temperatures without going broke, perhaps it's time we uncover their secrets. Let's begin by introducing one of the most ingenious resources of the Amish community, the rocket mass heater. While many modern homeowners settle for traditional fireplaces, this centuries-old system far surpasses the efficiency we're used to. Picture a wood-burning device so effective it's like the sports car of biomass stove, is sleek, fast, and ready to generate heat with minimal fuel. Adopted for years by the Amish, these constructions extract enormous amounts of heat from a small portion of wood. While a standard fireplace devours logs like a hungry horse at the feeder, the rocket mass heater keeps the home warm for hours with just a handful of branches. The key lies in its clever design. Unlike a typical fireplace that sends much of its heat and your money straight up the flue, this system makes the most of the energy. In its combustion chamber, the fire burns so intensely that nearly all the wood turns into heat instead of smoke. Afterward, the heat transfers into a thermal mass made of clay, brick, or stone, acting like a battery that stores and releases warmth slowly and serenely, long after the fire has died down. This means that with a mere bundle of wood the thickness of your arm, you can enjoy comfortable temperatures for 12 to 24 hours, maintaining around 21 to 23 degrees Celsius, 70 to 73 degrees Fahrenheit, across some 185 square meters, 2,000 square feet. Imagine loading it up in the morning and still feeling its cozy heat when you go to bed. It's possible. And not only that, some designs include a flat surface for heating water or cooking, so your heat source can also brew afternoon tea or simmer a winter stew. That's Amish efficiency, heating and cooking with the same fire, without wasting a shred of energy. Of course, not everything is a bed of roses. This system requires proper ventilation and a well-designed flue to safely expel gases. Initial installation may pose a logistical challenge, but the time and effort pay off, considering some users report up to 80% less wood consumption compared to conventional fireplaces. Imagine the long-term savings and the relief such resourcefulness provide. This mindset is so characteristic of the Amish that it's no surprise they've excelled for generations at managing their indoor winter climate. When wood is scarce, the Amish turn to another well-tested method, the coal stove. In mining regions of Pennsylvania and Ohio, coal has been more affordable and readily available than wood, becoming a logical choice for generations. These stoves behave like marathon runners, constant, steady, and long-lasting. A full load of coal can maintain a uniform temperature for 12 to 24 hours. This means no getting up in the middle of the night to feed the fire, an invaluable gift when the cold outside cuts like a knife. Strategic placement of these stoves in Amish homes is crucial. Many families install them in the basement or on the main floor, designing internal ventilation systems that carry warmth through ducts to the rest of the house. They even employ ingenious tactics. Some pour a bit of water near floor vents so that, when it evaporates, this natural humidity helps distribute heat more evenly. It's like having a handcrafted humidifier that amplifies comfort without relying on electric devices. From an economic standpoint, coal is no small resource. In mining areas, a ton of coal runs about $100 to $150, enough to heat a medium-sized home for around 1 month. Compared to the typical American family's winter bill of $200 to $300 per month, the numbers speak for themselves. Still, not all is ideal. The initial investment in a quality coal stove, priced between $1,500 and $3,000, and coal dust is a pesky guest that demands regular cleaning. Moreover, emissions require proper ventilation. Yet the Amish have mastered these challenges through generations of experience. A well-maintained coal stove can last decades, half a century, even providing stable, reliable heat and becoming a faithful winter companion that, unlike complex electronics, thrives on care and simple maintenance. A slightly more modern step forward involves the adoption of heaters powered by propane, kerosene, or natural gas. You might wonder how these options fit into an Amish lifestyle that avoids electricity. The answer is simple. These devices don't require plugging in, seamlessly aligning with Amish principles and delivering effective heat without betraying their value. These heaters are like sprinters in the world of heating. You feel their effect in minutes. They don't require the waiting time that wood or coal does to produce heat. For a family returning from fieldwork with icy hands, that speed is a blessing. On a practical level, maintenance is minimal. No ashes to clean, no logs to stack, no coal dust to worry about. Many models are portable, allowing families to move them between rooms as needed. It's like having a faithful dog that follows you everywhere, always ready to offer warmth. Monthly fuel costs of $20 to $25 may seem high, but they're still lower than typical electric heating bills. And the initial investment, between $200 and $300 for a basic model, is also accessible. Regular fuel supply, ventilation, and price fluctuations are factors to consider, but the Amish have learned to buy in bulk during the off-season, ensuring stable reserves. The real versatility of these heaters lies in their adaptability. From a small workshop to a large living room, you can find one to meet your needs, providing immediate or sustained heat. And of course, the Amish don't stop there. They've developed a clever trick by using their gas-powered lighting systems as additional heat sources. When you don't use electricity, creativity becomes essential. Their gas lamps, equipped with 2 to 4 mantles, not only light the room but also raise the temperature by 1 to 3 degrees. Their miniature stoves accompanying the light that illuminates family embroidery or afternoon reading. These wall-mounted lamps and sconces, strategically placed, form a network that provides extra warmth when it's needed most, especially during short winter days when lighting is indispensable. Thus, the light not only battles darkness but also contributes to the overall warmth of the home. In a well-insulated Amish house, every degree counts. If the lamps must be on anyway, any extra heat generated is practically free. In winter, the Amish often spend evenings together in the same room, benefiting from the combined warmth of several gas lamps. It's a communal experience that goes beyond saving on heating. It's about optimizing resources, reconnecting with family, and creating a cozy atmosphere without increasing expenses. This practical mindset is a hallmark of their culture, where every decision seeks balance among functionality, cost, and sustainability. As important as the heat source is its conservation, the Amish design their homes with winter in mind, opting for architectural layouts that help keep heat where it's needed. They don't build huge mansions that warm unused areas. Their carefully thought-out floor plans resemble a board where pieces are placed to optimize thermal flow. The busiest rooms are situated in strategic zones, and warmth flows naturally into adjoining spaces, preventing energy from dissipating without purpose. South-facing windows are no mere whim. They let low-angle winter sunlight penetrate the house, adding free warmth. This smart architecture, which would earn nods from modern energy efficiency experts, is capped off by lower ceilings that trap hot air at human height instead of letting it rise to useless heights. Lofts and attics serve as bedrooms that naturally benefit from rising warm air, applying the basic thermodynamics we learned in grade school. With this tiered thermal regime, main living areas stay toasty while storage zones remain cooler. Many Amish homes even face east, taking advantage of the morning sun's warmth, just a small thermal boost to start the day on the right foot. Another central factor in retaining heat is the use of thermal mass. The Amish excel at incorporating dense materials into their home-strew heat accumulators that store warmth during warm hours to release it during the cold ones. Soapstone, an extremely dense material with excellent thermal capacity, fits this role perfectly. Placed near heat sources, it absorbs warmth like a sponge and gradually releases it for 6 to 8 hours after the fire dies down. Thus, while other houses experience drastic temperature drops when the heating stops, Amish homes maintain a stable climate thanks to these silent thermal reserves. And they don't rely solely on soapstone. Clay walls, brick partitions, ceramic tiles, and stone floors all play a part in this thermal ecosystem. An Amish family might, for example, surround their masonry heater with stone blocks that warm up during the day and continue emitting heat into the night without anyone lifting a finger. It's a perfectly orchestrated relay of heat, where each element of the home takes its turn, ensuring comfort and avoiding absolute reliance on modern systems that constantly cycle temperatures up and down. All this heating ingenuity is reflected in their economy. While the average American family spends between $1,500 and $2,500 per winter season, the Amish cut that figure in half to about $600 to $1,000. This 60% cost reduction isn't achieved with superficial tricks, but through a real commitment to self-sufficiency, foresight, and efficiency. Moreover, part of the savings isn't just monetary. It's an agreement between sweat and warmth, since the wood doesn't chop itself. With every swing of the axe and every log stacked, the Amish are sowing their own thermal energy, reinforcing their independence. As some Amish farmers like to say, we warm ourselves twice with wood, once when we chop it and once when we burn it. Depending on the chosen method, costs vary. Those leaning on wood might spend $300 or $400 per season plus their own labor. Coal users might invest $500 or $600, while propane users budget around $700 or $800. Even so, all these amounts far undercut the average $200 to $300 monthly expenditures of others, with equipment that must be replaced every 10 to 15 years. In contrast, many Amish heating solutions endure for entire generations with basic maintenance. An old coal stove or a masonry heater can serve children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren without losing effectiveness. So, when your heating bill arrives and makes you want to reach for smelling salts, remember there's a community out there passing its winters in warm homes without paying a fortune to energy companies. Perhaps we should draw inspiration from them, learn to optimize the thermal resources at our disposal, and find, in the simplicity of the past, an efficient answer to modern needs. With ingenuity, hard work, and traditional wisdom, the Amish show us that heating your home without going broke or depending on complex infrastructures is a goal well within reach.